Discipleship Resources International is designed to support central conferences in Africa, the Philippines, and Eastern Europe that are working to expand their publishing capacities in a sustainable way. That is why the General Conference mandate, which Discipleship Resources International is turning into reality, is called the Sustainable Resourcing Initiative. The General Board of Discipleship of the United Methodist Church sponsors the ministry. United Methodist churches in the West enjoy access to quality resources for Christian learning. This is not the case in most central conferences where, ironically, churches are growing most rapidly in numbers.
Because of the war, the civil crisis, most of the instructional material we have specifically on Bible were all destroyed and looted. We need material to help empower our local pastors and church leaders to enhance their ministry in the local churches and on the districts. We are concerned about their spiritual growth. We are concerned about their spiritual formation.
Discipleship Resources International boldly addresses the persistent lack of access in most of our central conferences to discipleship resources. Resources for learning, teaching, and leading that are basic to forming Christians and building churches in the United Methodist tradition.
Having materials in their hands will also make them to feel the importance of their own culture. Because if we're talking about Nazareth, we're talking about Israel, we're talking about California, they do not know these places. But when they have into their hands their villages and towns and part of nature that is around them, they will appreciate that and know really what they are learning has some contextualization with what it means to know God.
The vision is simple. Through partnerships with Central Conference leaders, Discipleship Resources International assists United Methodist churches in Africa and the Philippines, and soon in Eastern Europe and Russia, to build sustained access to the resources they need to strengthen and deepen their work of forming Christians, developing leaders, and building churches. This is done through Central Conference publishing teams based in annual conferences and Episcopal areas. Discipleship Resources International guides, equips, supplies, and networks publishing teams in ways that build capacity and encourage growing sustainability. Globally, we are a growing and interconnected church. That's why we are able to build a sustainable worldwide resourcing system that is based on a network of local initiatives, each producing and sharing indigenous content enabled by relatively small investments of general church seed money and local resources. Discipleship Resources International, building publishing teams for making disciples.